Hi, so today we have Rita, CEO of InsurTech Australia with us. Thank you, Rita, for joining us today.
Pleasure.
Okay, so in your role at InsurTech Australia and previously at Stone & Chalk, I imagine you have a better overview of the InsurTech and insurer landscape than most people. So what do you believe are the main barriers to InsurTech and insurer partnerships?
Yeah, great question. And, interestingly, we see the same barriers time and time again, whether it's in the InsurTech space or previously where I worked more broadly in the FinTech space. And one of those key barriers is the speed differential that InsurTechs or startup, scale-up organisations compared to incumbent organisations experience. And obviously, InsurTechs can work at a very fast pace and expect that from their partners, but unfortunately incumbent insurance organisations tend to work at a different pace, which is a matter of their size and a bunch of their legacy systems that are still in play.
So what's being done or needs to be done in order to break down these sorts of barriers, do you think?
Oh, look, I think that a lot of them are starting to be broken down now. There's certainly an acknowledgement of the barriers that are there across incumbents and insurtech organisations. So there is the acknowledgement that there just is a speed differential, and that's the way it's going to be. And if those two organisations can meet somewhere in the middle, it's going to be obviously beneficial to an ongoing partnership. I think certainly incumbent organisations can still be a little bit more experimental and a bit more adventurous when it comes to looking at insurtech propositions, how they can potentially benefit that organisation, and then actually putting a pilot in place to actually trial how it would actually practice.
So that flows actually quite nicely onto my next question. So for say the insurance executive who's in an insurance company and they may be more digitally mature or innovation focused and they want to speed this process up, but they're struggling to affect the change. Do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, it's a tough one because we see that quite a lot, that there are individuals within these organisations that really want things to happen. They have the right approach and they have the understanding to make it happen, but there's many barriers around them that actually stop them from being successful. The big piece to it is obviously cultural change across many aspects of the organisation. So, bringing younger people into the mix and getting them exposed to the benefits of working in the insurtechs with insurtechs potentially, and also, building champions across the business and then trying to secure that high level sponsorship by being very clear about what those innovation initiatives are trying to achieve within the business and potentially what pain points in the organisation they're trying to solve. So the cultural piece is a big one, and I guess my take on it is that it will happen ultimately, but it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah. So it's fantastic that we have an organisation like InsurTech Australia to help with, going to new markets, but also enabling collaboration and try to get over some of these barriers that do exist. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for your time today, Rita.
No worries. Thanks, Bindi.
Some interesting piece of advice in there for sure.